Hi travel agents, this is Mike Pack, National Training and Engagement Manager with Princess Cruises. And we just finished our big Europe 2028 webinar. But I now want to give you a quick version of that same webinar because we know how busy the life of a travel agent is. Now, if you would like to watch the full-length version, that is also going to be available on our YouTube. So let's do it. The first thing we want to highlight today, that this is our biggest Europe season yet. Today, we're going to be covering some key information. We're going to go over the Med, Northern Europe, a little bit of British Isles, and talk briefly about the extended and transatlantic voyages. There are so many fantastic things about Europe 2028. Let's get right into it. Now, the biggest things we have to talk about is it is officially our biggest season yet. How big is it? Well, it's easy. It is over 275,000 nautical miles. That's about 13 times around the world. There is 1,178 deployment days. Now, in numbers, we've got 291 different departures, 37 different countries visited, 128 different destinations, 101 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, and the big one, we've got 6 different ships. Now, some of the big highlights from this is the fact that we've got voyages from 7 to 53 nights. You might notice this picture is Falkland Islands. You can even start a voyage to Southampton from Buenos Aires and see the Arctic. How beautiful does that sound? We have got 101 World Heritage Sites, as I mentioned, but we're also known at Princess for more ashore. We've got so many times that your guests can go overnight and experience more ashore in these ports. And maiden calls in Ireland to Galway and Killybegs. Now, the ships that your guests can enjoy are the Sun Princess, which is part of our Sphere class ship. She came out in 2024. She brings the outside in, over 30 different bars and restaurants, and lots of long and combinable voyages, as well as those popular shorter ones as well. We've got 4 different Royal class ships. We've got the Sky, the Majestic, the Regal, and the Enchanted. Now, the Sky and the Enchanted are 2 of the newer ships. 2019 and 2020, these ships came out. A little bit more bright and light. I love them. We've also got to highlight the fact that Sky Princess is returning again to round trip Southampton, an absolute favourite and one of the top ships that guests book time and time again, which of course, as travel agents, is the important bit of information. I also have to say I love the Regal and the Majestic Princess as well. Now, the Majestic I was only on a few days ago. She's got that stunning Hollywood Conservatory, which is a covered pool area, perfect for any climate. She's also got the newly opened O'Malley's Pub. Such a beautiful ship, both the Regal as well as the Majestic Princess for your guests to enjoy. And then on top of that, we've got the Caribbean Princess. She is part of the Crown class of ships. She's slightly smaller. She's actually almost 22 years old, but you would never know it. All of these ships have been refurbished in the last sort of about 3 years. So we really put so much care and attention in to make sure that no matter what princess ship your guests are on, they really do feel that premium elevated experience. Now, some of the amazing home ports that your guests can sail from, or departure ports, are below. As I mentioned, they could even sail from Buenos Aires or Miami, and of course the ones that you know and love. Having 17 different ships in the fleet does make us a destination leader. As Princess throughout the fleet, we are hitting over 345 different destinations. Now, Mediterranean Sea sailings are special. We've got 165 departures across 63 different itineraries. So many different fantastic ports of call for your guests to go. Itineraries between 7 and 35 days. 50 UNESCO heritage sites, and even overnights in Istanbul, La Spezia, and of course Stockholm. Now, that's not quite Mediterranean, but still a fantastic place to go. Late night calls, yet again highlighting that Princess, we give our guests as much time as possible in these ports. Late night calls are Mykonos, Ibiza, Malta, Split, Lisbon, Santa Cruz, Tenerife, and so many more. Highlighting a couple of the fantastic itineraries as well for your guests. This is a beautiful voyage on the Sun Princess, bringing the outside in. We've got as well these beautiful voyages, 9 days enjoying Rome before heading home. How beautiful is that? Even got a 14-day open jaw itinerary here on the Sun Princess. Beautiful lineup. And if that wasn't enough, one of my absolute favorites is here, a 7-day round trip Southampton, Spain and France. And honestly, the lead-in fares for these are sensational. Highlighting a couple more. How about this 14-day round trip from Rome? Beautiful itinerary that is. And how about a 21-day round trip Barcelona? Well, with these ones as well, I have to highlight the fact that these are true round-trip sailings. It's not a halfway stop-off. This one also has a overnight in La Spezia for Florence and Pisa. Really beautiful itineraries. Now, as well as that, I have to highlight the fact we've got our British Isles options. And I really wanted to highlight the fact that we've got this 8-day Grand Circle around Ireland, hitting those maiden calls for Killypegs and Galway. Beautiful lineup for this. And of course, some of the ones I just highlighted as well were also in school holidays, giving you options to get those cruises for your guests as quickly as possible. Now, for Northern Europe, we've got 102 different departures, 63 unique itineraries, and really hitting some amazing places from 7 to 49 days and hitting ports like Bergen, Oslo, Helsinki, Copenhagen, as well as many more like Tallinn, Riga, Regan, and Olden. 40 different UNESCO heritage sites and overnights. I mentioned Stockholm already, but also Hamburg as well is included. A great gateway for your guests to visit Berlin. The 7-day Fjords is a great cruise for your guests to enjoy. This is actually the 3rd biggest fjord in the world. That's on Sky Princess. You have to love Sky Princess. The Regal Princess, this trip here is round trip Copenhagen, giving you the beautiful city of Gdansk, as well as an overnight in Stockholm. We've got another overnight in Hamburg for Oktoberfest. How great is that? Look at this, more ashore in Copenhagen too. Beautiful round trip Southampton, 12-day, hitting some of those fantastic capitals. We've also got one of my absolute favorites. I've put this in because Iceland is such a great stop for your guests. A chance to visit this place before getting on the cruise, whether they want the beautiful waterfalls, the landscapes, the blue lagoon. It really has something for everybody. And as well as that, you get to Runavik, Fenera Islands as well, which sounds amazing. If your guests like history, Orkney Islands is an absolute winner. Keep going through as quickly as I can. I want to highlight we have got a great extending and transatlantic program offering amazing voyages from 14 to 53 days. These crossings of the Atlantic, we go to ports like Canary Islands, Madeira, Bermuda, Morocco, and so many more. And I want to highlight a couple of winners. We've got the Fire and Ice Explorer, Southampton to Boston. And we've also got this 53-day pole-to-pole Odyssey. Your guests can start off with an overnight in Buenos Aires before heading all the way and enjoying Antarctic. What a great way for your guests to enjoy this, as well as doing the crossing of the equator, a transatlantic. Buenos Aires, as I said, overnight sounds so great. And what a fantastic way to cruise. We have got some amazing early booking offers for me to highlight. The early booking bonus is the big one, up to £400 in savings per guest. For all of our early booking offers, terms and conditions, and so much more, it is all live on OneSource, so please do not miss out on this. Captain's Circle offers can be combinable. We have the free location upgrade for stateroom and early access to dining reservations. Now, we want to make sure you know that the free location upgrade for your room is not an automatic upgrade. You can see this slide right here. You'll notice that those cabins are different prices. As part of this free location upgrade, those cabins might all be the same price, but it is up to you as a travel agent to select the cabin that they or you would like your guests to have. It's just an extra bonus for you to mention to your guests that they're getting something more as part of this early booking offer. But remember, it is not an automatic upgrade. Something that's getting a whole lot of excitement is the early access to dining. I've put this slide in here to remind you of how amazing our dining program is on board Princess. It is one of the things we're known for. For more details on this, you can check out OneSource. But remember, guests that do Princess Premier have unlimited speciality dining. Unlimited. So this is the time, whether your guests are first-time cruisers or returning cruisers, to make sure that they know if they want to get those best spots that they do this soon. I want to quickly highlight some of our amazing opening prices, just to let you know what your guests can enjoy. As well as that, your reference flyers, as well as at-a-glance flyers, are on OneSource for you to see. These QR codes will send you to OneSource. And of course, I keep mentioning OneSource. This is our agent training platform. For all information, check it out. And you can scan this QR code here to get to our Facebook, as well as get into our YouTube page. There is a big update for travel agents for the Europe launch. So if you're watching this, please make sure you are following our Facebook to find out how you can get so much more as well.